because I've not taken the woman to the altar. So now, with other questions, you're trying to know if I have one person order. Then I also answered that man shall not live by bread alone. Altar. So now, with other questions, you're trying to know if I have one person order. Then I also answered that man shall not live by bread alone. So now, other questions trying to address what you actually people. I also after that, not already address you.
I can't hear you, Mr. Tolani.
I can hear you from here.
It went off.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at some point, I was hearing myself. I was also
So,
hearing your question too. So can you see me? I can see you, and then I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying.
I can see you.
Yeah.
I can hear you, but the
Yeah,
video
yeah,
is not moving.
interesting. Yeah, I've answered you.
All right, please give me a minute. People are having issues with the link, so I'm trying to
Oh,
rectify it.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. So something went wrong with the link, apparently.
Wow. Wow. So any
Okay. I think it's working now.
okay.
Just trying to confirm. Please, 1 minute.
Okay.
Trying to confirm. Please, 1 minute.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, interesting.
All right. I need someone to confirm that this is live on YouTube now. Mr. Ogo, can you confirm it's live on YouTube?
Yes, it is.
Someone to confirm that this is live on YouTube now. Okay. Mr. Ogo, can you confirm it's live on YouTube? No, I'm hearing myself. What's the
Okay.
problem? Why am I hearing myself?
It's live on YouTube. Yes, it's on YouTube right now. Go.
All right. Mr. Tolani, let's continue. As
Okay.
long as we're on YouTube, we know that we are good.
Oh, interesting.
So, let me just do a recap of all we've been discussing, why
Okay.
our technical issue was going forth.
Okay.
First off, I asked a question, you know, just to get to know Mr. Tolani better, because we already know you are a scholar. When it comes to anything educational, you are top notch. So we want to know Mr. Tolani out of the educational background that we know you for. And you have confirmed that you are a cute lover of football. And to be precise, you're a fan, a Barcelona fan. You don't play anymore, but you still support. And you've also confirmed that you are single but not single. I hope I got that right.
Yeah.
Because everything you were saying, that's what I'm getting.
From the constitution,
But you are not in the market. Oh
in
God, constitution again.
in Nigeria legality, it is between married or single. Any other things still boil down to the two things, married or single. So I think I've answered you clearly.
Yes, very clearly. All right. So since we've taken a little bit of time with the issue, this also happened in the first webinar. But we learn every day. And I'm sure with time we're going to get even better at this. But for now, let's keep on trying. Let's keep us getting better. And for all those who are trying to join, thank you for being patient. Apologies once again for the technical delay. Um, we actually tried a lot to make sure it doesn't happen this time, but there are some things that, you try your best, but you will learn in the process. So before we do the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, of course, we'll be way better then. But for now, we are here and we're about to begin officially the Nisaya 2.0 free webinar on global opportunities. And our speaker for this evening is Mr. Omotolani Onike. Onike. I hope I got that right.
Yeah, Onike.
Okay, Onike.
Yeah.
Mr. Tolani is a scholar, is a very big, acute reader. He has been an inspiration to all of us. He has done more than expectations. I'm sure, Mr. Tolan, even you yourself, sometimes you surprise yourself. He's a proud Nigerian youth representing Nigerian all over the world. He's a is a fellow that has gotten several freely funded scholarships from several universities around the world. And this evening, Mr. Tolani is going to be briefing us on the step-by-step process he has used to achieve so much success when it comes to finding scholarship abroad. So, Mr. Tolani, thank you once again for taking time out of your very busy schedule to answer Nigerian students. We are proud
Thank
of
you.
you and we are ready to learn from you. You have the
Thank you.
floor.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, can I talk now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much, Nisaya. I'm not sure if I pronounce it well, but either ways, help me take it that way. Yeah, as regard the scholarship opportunities around the world, the first thing that comes to my mind, which I always tell my people, is that I always ask them their goal in life, that what is their goal? And then the next question I also put to them is that, does their goal connect to external involvement? And then from then, I try to look at it that if your goal is connected to external involvement, are you sure that your goal is also impacting your nationality or your native country and the host country? I feel that a goal should be situating between where you are coming from and where you are going to, so that at least when the country you are going to will tap from your knowledge, and then those at home will also tap from your knowledge. This is what I'm doing. It's all these things, all these I've mentioned involve my scholarship. How do I mean? I've always been a lover of research. I love doing research, working as a researcher for people and for myself. And then even up to now, I still do that. I left Nigeria for US last month for my summer research because I spent 4 months in Nigeria doing research, conducting fieldwork from different places in Nigeria. So which means that the goal of my research is connected to 2 countries, US and Nigeria. So the question there is now, so how all these things can fetch you scholarship, what I'm about to talk now. The first one is that what are the type of scholarship we have in the world? We have partial scholarship and fully funded scholarship. Partial scholarship and fully funded scholarship. Partial funded scholarship can go for those running undergraduate program, because we know some Nigerians having finished their first degree in Nigeria will come back to the US, any other country to run another first degree, probably in professional course like MBBS, LLB, or even engineering. So partial scholarship can come from that end. Then fully funded scholarship can come from masters and PhD. PhD most times is structured with fully funded scholarship. So now, and there are different kinds of scholarship in the world. We have MasterCard, we have Erasmus, we have Chevron scholarship, and we have Essential scholarship. Essential scholarship. Now, how do I mean by master scholarship, all these scholarship that the Essential scholarship? Different organizations partner with different institutions in the world to sponsor master program and PhD program. That's where the aspect of Chevron scholarship, MasterCard, Erasmus will come in. Then institutional scholarship will come with those running an educational program like all these humanity programs or science-based programs to fund their PhD to the end. So that's where the institutional scholarship is coming from. And then to access all these things, there are different ways of doing that, such as there are different schools will also make some adverts about the PhD positions, PhD student positions in the university. The same thing goes to masters. They do that. You can also see that on LinkedIn, on financial aid. At times, some students will also mail international student aid organization of any university to know if there are scholarships or scholarship opportunities for them to apply for. So they do that. So we can access the database of scholarship network in the world in different ways. And then one of the best ways to also know is to send an email or a cold message to the department one is interested in. How do I mean in this regard is that if you are running a master program or PhD program and you have a specific research interest you are working, you can also communicate your research out to the school, to the department. How you do that is you go to the faculty member of each department you want to apply into. You look for the professor whose research connect with yours in Nigeria or anywhere. Then you send an email to give a deep description of your research. And then the response from that person is what will damage your next stage, which is application process. Some schools, some professors will tell you that I'm not admitting any PhD student this year. Can you look for another person? In fact, the professor might even mention another professor in the same department who also works in that same area. The same thing in another school, they'll do that just to know. And the essence of this code email is to get yourself familiarized with the program. And then there are some tips your professor can also discuss with you that, okay, these are the things I'm expecting from my prospective student. These are the things, and then from there, you begin the application process. Application process in line with statement of purpose, your CV or resume, your writing sample. Writing sample in this way can be a chapter of your BA first degree dissertation or master's dissertation. You can, of course, you can also conduct an independent research, which can also sum it up with the writing and submit in form of writing sample for application process. So the whole essence of this is that you are writing something that is connected to your research. For instance, for me, when I applied to graduate school, my first attempt, I used a chapter of my undergraduate dissertation, which centers on World War II and media. I used that to protect the fact that I want to conduct a PhD research on print media and culture, World War II and print media, which is that an intersection between World War II and the newspaper. Then I proposed that. So this is the best way to apply to graduate school. What do I mean? I mean that your research must connect to the paper you are writing. Your research must speak to the paper you want to submit for admission in any school you are applying to. So the next another thing is that there are all these schools have general requirements. Some schools have some GRE, some school has of SAT for those in science. Some schools ask for any proof of English exam to know if your language of teaching from where you are coming from is actually English. So these are the ways one can apply to graduate school. And then from there, for some professors might even chat with you later after you have submitted the application to know more about you, a form of Zoom meeting to talk about how far your research progress is going. So I think that's the best way to apply to graduate school. As I said that there are two types of scholarship: fully funded scholarship and partial funded scholarship. For the PhD, for those interested in PhD or masters, fully funded scholarship can help them. Yeah, and we have different organizations in this regard, such as Shielding Scholarship, MasterCard, Erasmus, and institutional-based scholarship. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Tolani, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I've just talked about how to access scholarship. I don't know if there are other questions you need to ask me.
Yes, there are questions we have to ask you. And if you
Okay.
don't mind, I can read some to you now.
Okay,
Then
please
you
go ahead.
take them one after the other.
Yeah, please go
So
ahead.
the first question I have here is, what is your educational background and what singled you out to achieve the scholarships you have achieved? So
Okay.
I'm guessing what this person is trying to say is, what level, what kind of, is it BSc, is it MSc? What did you have before you got your scholarship? And
Oh,
what singled you out? And what singled you out to get the scholarship that
oh,
you have gotten?
okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the question. Yeah, yeah. After my first degree, then I moved to Israel to study African studies at Ben Gurion University of Negev. Yeah, the university in the southern part of Israel is named after the first prime minister of Israel in person of David Ben Gurion. So, well, finished up my, before I completed my undergraduate program, I've always been, I was deeply involved with research, working as a research assistant to professors, both on campus and outside the campus. And then all these experiences I got from them actually solidified me to know the next thing in my life. And then all these things shaped me to understand myself that, okay, academia is actually my fit. So I use that experiences to transport myself into who I am today. Like, yeah, looking for school to apply school. I first applied to in the university in the US. I was on wait list. Then because I was not given offer, then I also applied to a school in the in Israel. Then I was picked there. So after I completed my program in the US in Israel, then I moved to the US to further my PhD, which means that while completing my masters in Israel, I was already preparing my applications and the rest for PhD admission in the US.
So what exact scholarship did you get in Israel?
Yeah, as I said, when I look at, I mentioned different types of scholarship. The last part I mentioned was institutional-based scholarship. So the scholarship I got in Israel was actually institutional-based scholarship for African studies. So I was part of those beneficiaries that enjoyed scholarship in Israel.
Were you the only Nigerian that was picked
No, I was
picked?
not. I was not. The other Nigerians that enjoyed the scholarship, like we're like six that moved from Nigeria to Israel to enjoy the scholarship.
Was it fully funded?
Yes, yeah, fully
Your
funded scholarship.
accommodation fee?
Yes, I was accommodation with stipend. Yeah, and with health insurance and then school fees covered.
So, what link did you use to apply for this scholarship?
The link, I saw
What's
it
the
on,
name?
yeah, I saw it on social media, and I saw it on social media. Then somebody mentioned my name to the link that I should apply for that program, and then I was picked for the stop. Yeah, it was announced on one page like that, one academic page. I forgot it to pay. It was announced. Somebody posted it on social media, and then my name was mentioned. Then I used that opportunity to do background checking on the program. Then I applied. Then I was picked for that benefit for that scholarship. Then I moved to Israel. Then before I complete my program, then I've already secured the PhD admission in the US.
Wow. So it's not like you intentionally went and looked for the Israel scholarship. Someone referred you to the link and then
Yeah.
you just applied.
Yes. Which means that
And
there's
you don't think there was something. Okay.
yeah.
No,
I'm
please
about to mention.
continue.
Yeah, I'm about to mention that social media is a resource base for people to access information. So the power of social media actually impacted me to apply to program in Israel. It was actually, it wasn't a fraud because when we look at it, it wasn't at all because I followed the link. Then the link took me to the school website and I saw it. I think we were not the first cohort in that program. We were actually the second cohort in that same program, which means that the first cohort has already laid a precedent for us to follow.
And that program is still functional till now.
Yeah, it's still functional to now. Yeah, I think a new set will resume next month.
Okay. Is it possible for you to help us, get the link
Yeah, I can
for
send the
people
link.
who would like to try out?
I can send the link when I'm done after this stuff. I can send the link. It's not a. I can send it.
All right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Welcome.
All right. So the next question we have is, can you walk us through your experience with the scholarship application process? What were some of the key challenges you faced and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, one of the before I applied to schools both in Israel and the US, I've already secured international passports. In fact, I even wrote GRE. I wrote several exams. Unfortunately, I didn't use those exams during the application process. The challenge, the most challenging part of it was this: when I was about to pay for my application fee in Israel, because Israel currency is NIS, New Israeli Shekel. So which means that you can't use Naira for the application. So I contacted my friend in UK to help me pay it. The person was that is credit card or any debit card in UK that can be of help for the application. It wasn't successful. I had to reach out to a friend in Ghana who has somebody in US to help me pay for the application, which means that there's also a politics in Naira and with other foreign hard currencies. But I was able to sort it out after some days. In fact, I think a day to the deadline of the application. Yeah. It was that was the most challenging part of me. And another part of this thing is that the waiting period for your admission results is very is crazy. Like you bother the lot that will I be picked or not? What if I receive the rejection letter? I remember when I applied to schools in the US, I applied to 6 schools. I received 2 rejection letter 2 days. With 2 days, I was totally disturbed. What happened? Then the good result came one day. I think it was on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, I just saw it in the evening that
Wow.
the result is congratulations. I was so happy that day. So yeah, the hardest part of applications process in anywhere in the world is the results. is the application result that okay, you've been admitted, or you've not been admitted. That is rejection letters. So it actually disturbs someone's mood a lot. I know someone that applied to 9 schools in the US and the person was not picked. You can imagine the social tension that person will have undergone during that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
9 schools.
9 schools. You have 10 schools. I've seen 10 schools. The federal government applied to 10 schools. He received 9 rejections, and then the 10th school actually gave him admission.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Mr. Tolani.
The first
Before
man.
we start taking questions from the live chat, we still have some questions here. So the next question I want to ask is, are there any specific resources or mentorship program that played a crucial role in your scholarship journey?
Yes. If you remember, I said that during my undergraduate education at University of Ibadan, I work as a research assistant for professors outside and inside university. So the mentorship I received from professors from the 2 gateways, or from the 2 areas, both in and out, actually solidified me to who I am today. Yeah. I have a lot of mentors, which they are scattered throughout the world.
Do you have any mentor on YouTube or any place that you know is accessible to others,
Yeah.
not personal?
Yeah, do you mean individual mentor, like a person, or are you making reference to a search aid in form of mentorship, or what?
Yes.
A search
You
aid.
know, yes.
I know I have a personal mentor who guides me often when things seem tough to me.
So do you think you wouldn't have gotten this far without your mentor?
Nobody can go far in life without mentorship, one way or the other. The question there is that is a mentor ready to go far with you? I think where the problem, where people have problem is this: they don't have a very serious engagement with their mentors. So which means that at some point they do things by their own. Of course, you do things by yourself, but at the same time, there are some key areas that will be so tough to you that you will need a mentor to guide you. So, and then to your question, asking if I go far without my mentor, fine, yes, but the journey might be tougher.
Hmm.
The journey might be tougher.
So your mentor made it easier.
Yes.
Nice. So you're advising all of us to always have a mentor.
Yes, it's very important in all areas, in finance, in education, in marriage,
But
in everything.
what if we don't have access to direct mentors like YouTube and the social media resources available to us? Will that do as much? Would that do well too for us?
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm trying to get you better, are you making reference to search aid, digital search aid,
Not
or
research aid.
individual as mentors? Are
Yeah,
you
I think
referring
it's
to?
research aid.
I mean,
Resources. Okay. Please
okay,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. We at some point in life we have some senior colleague, all our colleague in the same school we've been to, who are studying outside the country. Which can also assist us in one way or the other. That's also a form of mentorship.
Hmm.
It's a form of mentorship. So
Okay.
a form of mentorship. So, and then it can come in various ways. Some can go deeper for someone with one to understand the nitty-gritty of getting guided school application. Some can go with a lighter tone of getting guided school application done. And then some can only be a conversation with you that, okay, this is what we do, and then the rest is fine. So it depends. There are the various ways of mentorship. So I feel that there are 10 points in life. Lecturer in the school, brothers, friends outside the country can also be of help to someone in terms of mentorship.
Okay. So there are questions. There are questions on the live chat.
Okay.
So the first question is, are there specific class of degrees that one must have before thinking of applying for scholarship?
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. First class is good. Second class upper division is good. Second class lower division is also good. The most important thing is that if you are interested in academics, you must combine your research with your grade work. How do I mean by, we all know that education in Nigeria deals with grade, with low quality of research, which means that what will distinguish you as an academia is the ability to combine both your academic, your coursework with your research. You must have a very strong research. I've seen somebody with third class giving admission in the US. So which means that, but the funnest is that the person had a very strong research profile. The most important thing is that anything you are doing, do it well. Don't slack in any area. If you are on first class, you also need to understand the nature of research very well. What will take you far in life, in academic journey, is the ability to navigate research very well, ability to conduct an independent research, ability to bring a new innovation into research field. That what will distinguish somebody's out. I've seen so many 2-1 or first class in most cases. No, they'll find it difficult to cope with research. I'm not trying to put things on anybody. But the most important thing is that let's combine both together, because you don't know which one will be of help to you. For me, grades are good. Research is also good. Let's combine both together. So somebody with third class, somebody with 2-1, somebody with second class lower division should not feel bad of his or herself. He should also need to combine other things that also be of interest for his future endeavors.
All right. Thank you so much for that clarity. I hope that question has been answered. So the next question is, I'm checking the live chats now and asking the questions. Are there areas of discipline that are easier for getting scholarships?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For PhD scholarship, there are a lot of scholarship for science-based courses and the humanities like history, sociology, cultural studies, English, anthropology. But for all these professional courses like law, like medicine, so the scholarship there is scanty, cannot be, but it can't compare with those humanities and science based. So the essence of PhD scholarship most times is the ability to do research and then impart knowledge in form of research assistantship, teaching assistantship. So for a program like law or medicine, there are scholarship on it, but the scholarship there are more competitive, and then it doesn't really have a lot of coverage for students to be given.
Okay, it's breaking. I don't know if it's from my end. Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Mr. Tolani.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So in other words, mostly science courses. Is that what you're trying to say?
Mostly science courses, humanity courses, then few of law program and the rest. Yeah, there are scholarship for law, but the scholarship there is limited. It's limited. It can't be compared. The size of that scholarship cannot be compared with humanity and science-based programs.
What's your major?
History.
History.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's easy, or should I say it's easier to get scholarship on history, international studies than it is to get on law-related courses?
Yes, 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 yes. A lot, yes. But you have to merit it. If you consider, if you meet up the criteria, you'll be given scholarship in history or any program. But the difference there is that why PhD scholarship for history in most schools in the world, why PhD scholarship for most sociology programs in the US, it boils down to the fact that they are needed in the society. And another thing also to qualify that the essence of that professionalism. So there are a lot of programs advanced to the PhD level, but the question you need to ask that are there scholarship for it? If there's scholarship, how many do they need compared to history? For each sociology now, how they will do is that they will pick somebody from different, they will pick like 5 students each year, cutting across the continent. Does that apply to law? No. Does that apply to other area, other professional program? No, we can't tell. But for the humanity program, it can't. They'll pick somebody from Africa, they'll pick somebody from Asia, they'll pick somebody from America. Do they do that in law? One can be sure.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm trying to open the live chat to get the rest questions. 1 minute, please.
Yeah.
So I was reading a question before it went off, and the question was about can someone please just okay, I'm back. Okay. Are the countries that are open to giving scholarships more and easier than other countries?
Are the country what?
Mr. Tolani, please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Are the countries okay, thank you. Are the all right. Are the countries are the countries sorry are the countries that are open to giving scholarships more and easier than other countries? Let
Yeah.
me reframe the
Yeah, I
question.
get
Do
the
you understand
question.
it, or do
Yeah,
you
I get
want
the
me to?
question very well. I get the
You
question
understand?
very well.
Okay.
Yeah, get a scholarship in Sweden does not make get scholarship in Sweden and US does not make that US have more. US is easier. It's brought down to ability of scholar funding for that program. The reason people talk about US, Canada over other countries of the world is because of the funding available to sponsor students for that program. So it does not exclude other countries that okay they are not thriving in that same sector. So, the takeaway of the is that US, America have their own reason for bringing for funding programs to attract international students for PhD or for masters. So it does not exclude others from that from others. But when we look at the metric there is that the schools that offer PhD funding are also the ones doing well in the world, which makes US to be the best country in the world in terms of ranking. That's why you see American universities dominating the world ranking.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Every single day, America makes it harder for non-Americans or non-citizens to come into the country. So how come this ranking is still valid?
Yeah, it's still valid because they are bringing the best of the best into the country. That same track we are applying for in niche program, there are a lot of whites focusing on that area. So you getting it means that you are the best in that track to be admitted or to be considered for admission. Because
All right.
every country of the world are interested in studying in the US. So which makes the graduate school in America to be so competitive for everyone.
Hmm. So we should get ready for the competition and
Yeah,
put in our best.
it has only be competitive.
All right. All right. So the next question from, sorry, can I
Okay.
can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. The next question is from Jennifer Uche. She says, I have a question about how someone who is currently running a master's can migrate with their grade, or do they begin all over again?
Okay, yeah, it has two ways. If the master program is from Nigeria, applying for P and you are applying to PhD in the US, and then you luckily consider for admission, you will still do another master's with your PhD, because the way master PhD program in the US is designed that you do coursework, and then after the coursework, then you prepare for orals. Then from orals, you do the oral. Then the next thing you write a proposal. Then after proposal, you start writing dissertation. After dissertation, you are done. So PhD program is also attached with masters, which means that somebody from first degree can apply for PhD program and consider for admission. That person will still do the rigor. We still do the rigor from writing coursework up to the completion of the coursework and preparing for others. Now, for somebody coming from with masters from Nigeria, we do the same thing. Then, but somebody finishing masters in the US, moving to PhD program, that person has lesser work to do. For instance, me, that I finished my program in Israel for my masters. So when I secured the program, they asked me to send my approved master dissertation. I sent it, and then which resulted in a way that I was not following the others. The coursework for me to do was happened to be 16, but because of my masters, I had to do 10 courses. 10 courses. So which means that my masters was approved from Israel. But for somebody from Nigeria, the person will start all over again, like those starting with like those coming from the first degree. So which means that 16 courses or more than that. And yeah, so I don't know if I answer the person, but you take away from this that somebody from Nigeria can come with masters, but the person should be rest assured that the person starts all over again, just like somebody who's coming with first degree from anywhere in the world.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's move to the next question. What are the red flags to look out for when applying for scholarships?
The red flags. The red flag to look
Yes.
for is that the applicant should prepare for rejections. They should prepare for rejections. They should prepare for response from professors, because some professors you are looking forward to for applications by sending them code mail can tell you that they are not admitting this year, like probably they are on sabbatical or they've had enough PhD students presently who they are engaging. So we should prepare ahead for the rejections that can come from the application process. Also prepare ahead for the professor response to your introduction letter.
Thank you very much. So, the next question.
Okay.
I have heard about writing personal statements when
Okay.
applying for studies abroad.
Okay.
I suppose this is required in scholarship application. Can you state like a guideline on how to write a personal statement?
Okay. Okay. Personal statements. Personal statements in this regard, not all. I can't hear you.
Hello,
Hello.
Mr.
Hello.
Tolani?
I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. I
Yeah.
can hear
What's your
you
question?
too.
Yeah. What's your question?
Okay, let me repeat it again.
Okay.
The question goes thus. I have heard about writing personal statements when applying for studies abroad. I suppose this is required in scholarships application. Can you state like a guideline on how to write a personal statement?
Yeah, the guideline, the straightforward guideline for personal statement of purpose is in it has its own focus. For the same question, the person is asking for a guideline for statement, a personal statement. It doesn't have a direct traction. The reason it doesn't have a direct traction is because the stuff is asking you your own personal statements, how you feel, how your curriculum activities is evolving around, and how it also shape your guided school. Fine. The introduction must be how your study started. How your study started either from the secondary school or the BFC. But the most important thing is that how all these things connected to the school you are applying to. It's also telling you about your extracurricular, how connection between your extracurricular can also solidify your research process in that same school you are applying to. So the whole essence of all these things that it doesn't have, it's only telling you about the narration of your person, of your personality, and how it can also shape your credibility to be given that same scholarship. So it doesn't have a direct focus, a traction that, okay, this is where this is how you should start. But the most important thing is that you also need to talk about your undergraduate program, how undergraduate program also imparted you to write a scholar, to write a statement of purpose. But for the personal statement of purpose, I don't know if that person is talking about personal statement of purpose, because I noticed that people try to use the personal statement for statement of purpose. But for the statement of purpose, the most important thing when you are writing it, you should start with your undergraduate program, how your undergraduate program discover you to further more. And then the second paragraph can talk about your research. How your research is also giving you new ideas about what you are planning, including together with the conferences you've attended, together with your research experience. And then the next one is about the topic you want to write for your PhD program. If the topic you're writing for the PhD program is a new thing, then you also look at it, how it's connected to that same school you are applying for, the program, and the professor and the faculty member who are directly or indirectly related to that same program. And then the end goal of you applying for PhD is that probably you want to become a college professor or you want to become an administrator. And then how the network or the resources in that school can be of impact to getting all these things done. Maybe that's what the person is asking for. I feel that I've answered him in respect to statement of purpose. Hello?
Can hear you now?
Yeah, did you hear what I just said?
No, it went off for some few seconds.
Wow. But did you hear what when I talk about statement of purpose and then personal statements? Did you hear about it?
Yes.
Okay.
But I just so that everyone is following, please, can you just summarize it again?
Okay. Yeah. I said that for personal statements, it doesn't have a direct focus because it is a reflective. It's telling you, it's telling you your reflection about your personality, and how this same personality will also impact the school and the program you want to do. So but I think that people tend to mistake personal statement for statement of purpose. For the statement of purpose, it has a direct focus. Direct focus there is that you talk about the school, your undergraduate, how undergraduate solidify you to think about academic, to think about the PhD. And then the next one is about the conferences and the research you've done, or you've attended, all the conferences you've attended, how all these things are bringing together to think about a new direction for your PhD pursuit. And then how these things also be giving you a new research to focus on. And that's when you talk about the research you want to do for PhD. And then we school stand a chance to be of help for this PhD, for this research to be done. And then that also give opportunity to look at the faculty members that are working in this area. That is the sending email, the code email you are sending to your advisor, and how your advisor research interests align with yours. And then how the system in that school is also connecting to you to become a professor or administrator you want to become there in future. The only sense of senior purpose is to know the purpose you are applying, the purpose your purpose of applying to graduate school, and how everything you are processing is connecting to your research.
Hmm. All right. Thank you so much for taking your time to explain this. Really appreciate that. So I just want to add to that question, or I just
Okay.
want to, yeah, it's still a question. Will you advise us to use ChatGPT to help us while preparing our statement of purpose?
I disagree with it. The reason I disagree with it is that there must be originality in what you are doing. Yeah, nobody is looking for, no school is looking for flawless statement of purpose. In fact, ability to see one error at time is telling you that you are a human. I'm not advocating that you should have a paper full of errors. I'm not talking about. Try as much as you can when you are writing statement of purpose. Be real. Try, because what's expected from a scholar is the rigor, is the rigorous aspect of your work. Be original with your intention. Like, you don't a scholar using ChatGPT is not encouraging any new ideas. Right? When somebody is preparing for a PhD, writing is a skill. It's part of writing. It's part of it's a training one must develop. If a PhD applicant or master applicant is using ChatGPT, what will happen when that person is writing dissertation? What will happen after when that person is converting his thesis or dissertation to book projects? So the training, graduate school is a training that the way we write is different from 90. For instance, in the US, as a case study, we use passive voice in Nigeria, but when you get to US, you just be seeing a lot of red by. The reason because you are using passive voice instead of active voice. It's a training. So then, if you are using ChatGPT to write something, and then the examiner or the admission committee see that you are using passive voice, you are sending a signal to them that you know what you are doing. And then when they discover that you are using ChatGPT, you know it's a total disqualification in the application in the admission process.
Just for clarity, can you hear me, please?
Okay, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Can you give an example of this? Okay. Can you give an example of this passive? Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. So you mentioned two type of writing, passive and active, if I'm correct,
Yes.
right? Can you just, with an example, give the difference between passive and active and what is expected from us that can give us or can make our own application unique, that can make our statement unique too?
Yeah. The essence of passive voice is the way we write in Nigeria, where we try to communicate ideas in different layers. The passive voice I'm talking about is that be direct. It's just like direct speech and indirect speech. The indirect speech we write in Nigeria is an example of passive voice. While the direct speech we use in grammar is what we refer to as active voice. And then when you use ChatGPT to write, there is a sophisticated software tool that will discover that you use ChatGPT, and that will lead to automatic disqualification.
So what you're trying to tell us is that you don't use ChatGPT for any of your project work or research work or any coursework you do. You don't use ChatGPT.
But the funny is that I don't know how to use ChatGPT. I don't even have
What?
ChatGPT on my phone. I don't have it on my phone. It will shock you. ChatGPT, ChatGPT. I don't have it. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws. Anything I write, I submit. They will tell me where I'm lacking. So it's a form of development for me. I don't use ChatGPT. I can't use it. I don't even have to access it.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
I've I think you're the first person that I've met now
I
that
don't
don't
I,
use
I
ChatGPT.
don't know how to use ChatGPT. They discuss ChatGPT in class because some of our professors talk about how ChatGPT can help somebody to frame ideas, to frame topic. Yeah, yeah, but I don't. But they want us that you should not use ChatGPT. Yeah, to be the body of our work. So I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it.
This is
Maybe if I know how to
interesting.
use it tomorrow, so I'll become an expert in that regard. Listen carefully.
Mhm.
I'm not claiming that I'm superior in that regard. I'm training. I'm a historian in training. I'm a PhD student trying trying to improve himself in all ways. So which means that I'm still on I'm on training. So I'm not claiming to be perfect.
Hmm.
I'm not claiming to be perfect. So I don't know how to use ChatGPT. So whoever uses it, good. I don't use it, and it's fine.
You are one of a kind, especially in
It's
this
not
age
a
of
big
time.
deal. It's not a
It
big deal.
is.
It,
It's
ChatGPT. Oh
been-
wait, I don't understand. ChatGPT, which one of which even what is ChatGPT? Maybe ChatGPT is that tool that helps you to
yeah.
write work, right?
Any AI tool that helps you to, modify your idea, make it look more put together, if you have just some part of the idea, it can, generate more, um,
To give you more
give you
ideas,
more
right?
details.
To
Yes,
give you more, no, I don't use it. I don't use it. I don't use it. I don't use it.
right on, sir. Right
Thank you,
on.
man.
Me too, I don't use it.
You, yeah, but you see, but you've already singled me out that I'm the only one that doesn't use it. So probably you also use it.
So Jennifer says AI makes student lazy. So yes, you have people supporting you. Well, me, I use it, but not to some extent that I can't think with my brain.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no need for me to continue there. I rest
Okay.
my case. So another question, does your scholarship allow you to bring independence?
Yeah, of course.
Wow, wow.
Yes.
Must it be your wife? Can't it be your sister, your friend?
Wife,
No.
wife.
So now that you're not married, you're just wasting that opportunity.
I'm not wasting it now. So when I
We
get
have
married,
some
I'll
single students, we have some single ladies that are well and of marriageable age in Nisaya, in case you're interested.
okay, okay, no problem. No problem.
Anyways, that's nice. So, and these scholarships are still very much available, even with all the um, what's the word to use? All the drama with the new um updates when it comes to coming into America. They still
Yeah,
allow you to bring dependents when you're
yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
scholarships.
Yes.
So after this call, you said you're going to share the scholarship links with us, right?
Yes, I will do that.
So we'll share it on our platforms for those who are interested, they can join. We need to round up at least we've taken a lot of your time, and so that this webinar don't lose is when it's becoming too long, people start to, I don't know the English to use, but you
Yeah.
understand me. People's interest starts to go down. But so I would like us to round up very soon. But before we do that, I want to plead on behalf of Nigerian students that you give, even if it's one person, even if it's one person, allow Nisaya to scrutinize people who are really 100% intentional about getting these scholarships. We need you to please take some time out of your very busy schedule to help us groom one Nigerian student until he or she gets scholarship. I know it's a very big request, and I didn't tell you this before now, but I am pleading on behalf of Nigerian students, and I know all Nigerian students are with me pleading you, with pleading, pleading with me, and we are pleading that you should please give us the opportunity to mentor one Nigerian student, one very serious-minded one that we know that this one is not going to stress you. This one is going to do the work, someone who you'll be so proud of. It will just be like your mentee. Or is it mentee they call it? Yes.
Yeah, mentee.
Someone you
Yeah,
will groom.
mentee.
Yes. Someone you will groom until he achieve at least one of these scholarships that you have achieved. So please, we are begging, we are pleading, Edakun, give us the opportunity to bring one person that you can mentor.
Accepted, ma.
Yay, I'm happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Tolani. So this means that we should be expecting good news very soon for at least one Nisaya student, one Nisaya youth or student should have a fully funded scholarships, all thanks to you. And this is a big one. We are really grateful for this opportunity. We
Thank you.
promise to groom somebody that you will not stress you, and that one person now can groom another person. Before you know it,
Yeah,
this
it's
is not
spreading.
just a mirage anymore. People can
Yeah.
see that, yes, there are opportunities all over the world that we can take and we can actually, utilize, you know. So thank you so much, Mr. Tolani. You are just
Thank you, ma.
amazing. Thank you so much. There are so many people saying thank you to you. And we really appreciate your time. We appreciate your concern for Nigerian students and youth. And we want to know another thing again. This is quite different. You know, um, the first time you got into the country, we want to know how it was for you settling in. Is there like an association of Nigerian students over there that helped you out with accommodation? Which place did you settle in? How are the people? You know, we see a lot of things online of how, there are some places in the US that are not so safe. Of course, it's normal all over the world. Nowhere is 100% security, um, nowhere is 100% safe. But we see some things, we see some people who just go to a very open place and open fire. We hear a lot of stories in the media. So, how were you able to deal with all these social issues and security issues? And how were you able to settle in to the extent that you have right now?
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. Immediately I secured admission, I began to discuss about the accommodation and the location with my advisor. And my advisor introduced me to other PhD students in the department. So I sent them mail regarding to ask for the update about accommodation. So some of them put me some WhatsApp group and other applications online. Also, accommodation group online. So then from there I look for accommodation from there. At the same time, somebody over here will also help me look for accommodation. So before I finally moved to the place, I've already sorted out my accommodation issue. So, and then regarding balancing up with the nature of environment here, I established a relationship with Nigerians and other international students. So the advice they gave me actually helped me in my first year. I used that advice to navigate myself from the fall semester to the spring semester, and here I am today. I'm advancing in the program and where I stay. I feel that I feel I've answered your question.
Yes. So you You utilized the school resources that were available,
Yeah,
and then you also did your own research
yeah,
one way or the other.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tolani.
Thank you,
So
man.
before we call it a night, I don't know, what's your final advice to Nigerian students and youths who are looking to achieve the academic success you have achieved by gaining so much prestige and achieving great scholarships, fully funded scholarships around the world? You
Yeah,
know, some people might not know, but how I was able to even get some informations that shocked me about you is because you know now I handle some of your travel details. Every single thing is free, fully funded by the school. Even me myself was shocked, you know. And some people might think this is not true. Some people believe that, oh, they will just put fully funded, but it's not actually fully funded. But your case is one real one that even me myself, I can attest to, that the school supplies all your needs according to their riches.
thank you for using my book for in academic setting. Yeah,
So
what?
please give us your word of advice so we can
Yeah,
be like you when we grow up.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about this life is that whatever you believe, always work towards it. I remember 10 years ago, was it 10 years ago, or maybe 7, 8 years ago, I saw one post on social media, a professor, a renowned professor in my feed. And I told myself that how I wish this person could mentor me. I just said it. Then the following week, I just went to archives. As I was leaving, as I stepped there, I met somebody. Someone that, Tolani, I've been looking for you. I want to introduce you to one man. The man, immediately the person mentioned it. And I said, wow, but the person is not around. As I stepped up out of the archives, I met the professor. And then that's how my journey began. So I feel that there are ways our body, our spirit, our soul, and mind communicating with us that we also need to pay attention to. We need to pay attention to ourselves. And then we also, so our dreams come in various ways because our soul and mind are telling us what we should do and what next step we should do. So paying attention to it and working towards it is a form of fulfillment, and then I'm a good example of that. I listen to myself, I listen to my dream, I listen to my step. Then I work towards my step, and then I'm seeing results, and I'm seeing and I'm also hoping for the best for myself in future. So which means that work harder, do your best, pray, have a dream, work towards your dream, have a positive mind, believe that you can do it. I always believe that I can do it. I don't look down on myself, even though I'm paranoid,
Mm.
even though I bother a lot. There's this part of me that that this thing is successful, this thing is done. So use that courage to improve yourself. Use that courage to give yourself a validation that you can do it and I can do it. And thank God you handle some of my travel affairs, and then you saw some of the documents to tell you that I secured a fully funded scholarship, and yeah, so which means that you can also do it. Everyone can also do it. So use this. If you don't believe in any other person, but with what you have just said, what Esther has just said, that should give you an opportunity that you can do it, and you can get to the top. You can meet anybody, you can achieve your dream, you can get to your dreamland. I hope I've answered you.
So it
Hello?
was it was it was breaking a little bit. I don't know if
Okay.
um
Okay, let me say it again.
yes,
Um,
please.
okay. Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I say that I'm the kind of person that pays attention to soul, mind, and spirit. I pay attention to myself a lot. What my dream is telling me, I examine myself, I examine it in different way, and I work towards it. Part of it was this. a renowned professor, posted something on social media. I love the post, and I saw the affiliation of that professor, and I told myself that I wish this person could mentor me. The following week, I went to archives. To see somebody. I just went to archive to do something, and I met one person. He said, Tolani, I've been looking for you. I want to introduce you to a professor. Unfortunately, professor was not around that place. The professor has left that premises. As I step out of that archive, I just saw the professor. That I mean the person whose post attracted me. So what I wish myself actually came to fulfillment. So I'm using this opportunity to tell you that whatever your dream says, please pay attention to it and work towards it. If it is negative, pray about it. If it is positive, work towards it and pray to solidify it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Tolani.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are such an inspiration to us. Thank you for using the gift God has given to you. Thank you for doing the hard work, because even though you've summarized all this you have said in just few minutes, we know that it's a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of reading. Also, I know you have a very busy schedule. Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Also, I know how busy you are. You are always working on something, and you've taken this time to talk to us tonight. We really appreciate. Um, on behalf of Nigerian Students and Youth Association, NISAYA, on behalf of Mr. President, the 001 of NISAYA, on behalf of the BOT, NISAYA, on behalf of every Nigerian student and youth that will gain from the knowledge that you have shared with us, we say thank you very much.
Thank
And
you
I
so much.
personally say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to learn from you. And
Yeah, and then thank you so
we
much for
hope
the
to
patience.
you're welcome. And we hope to learn more from you and see you in greater heights.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
expecting to celebrate with you soon when
Amen.
you finally finish your PhD program.
Amen. Yeah,
We will
amen.
celebrate with you.
Amen.
God willing, we even come to the US and come
Amen.
and dance with you. So
Amen.
yeah, we are really happy. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
And
much.
I think that is all. Unless
Thank you.
someone has anything to say, let's check the live chat. Okay. Let's just read this one before we call it a night. Nicholas James is saying this is really interesting and we have learned a lot. Is it possible to have a summit organized in USA in partnership with NISAYA? Something like an international summit. And lastly, how do you cope with the gun issues in the US as a Nigerian? Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, the good. Thank you for that question. I know where I go to. I don't go to. But I have three dimensional areas I go to. My house, my school with library, and fellowship on campus, and my church elsewhere. So just on reality, I attend party, looking for friends. So what I do most times, I go to class, I go to library, I go to chapel, then I come back home. That's all. So
You
the
don't
so
go to the supermarket to get it.
I do that just once in a while. There's a supermarket very close to me. Buy my grocery and come back home. I go to market. I use my so I don't go to so many places that will complicate myself. I don't go out. So I'm here for my serious business. So and my serious business is about reading and then do consultancies and go back and sleep. So to me, I understand that maybe because the state I am is democratic, so the gun issue is not really, it's not rampant here. I know some places in the US where gun issue is actually a bigger problem. So I think the good idea for me is that is about the
Mr.
the,
Tolani, I
the
hear
party.
you. I don't know if it's my network.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
We can all hear
Yes.
you.
Okay. Yeah, this gun issue of a thing also lies with party, or it also depends on the state. The state where I am, I can work any time of the day, so far that I without being challenged, without anything. So me personally, I have my whole routine. My routine is this: I go to school, I go to library, I go to chapel, I go to fellowship, and then I come back home. So I don't totally put myself in a difficult situation by attending party. Just on reality, you see me attending party, and then when I attend party, everybody will see that, "Oh, this guy attends party for the first in a while." So that's me. So I totally agree with what the person said about the gun issue. It's a serious problem over here, but it also depends on the states. My own state is free from such. I can count some states from states in the US that do that.
Hmm. What state in particular are you?
I'm sorry, I don't want to mention the states, but I don't want to mention the
Oh,
state.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Apologies.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Apologies. I shouldn't have asked that, sir. So you didn't respond to the first question about the um international summit. Is it something that you would like to be part of if Nisaya um try to arrange that?
No
Even though I
problem.
know you don't go out.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. So I will attend it. The reason I will attend this is because you personally have been on my neck since last year to talk about funding and scholarship in the US. I can count number of times I've declined it. At times I will just give you a short list. I'm not. At times I'll tell you that please don't post my picture. I don't like it. But I really want I really commend you for the courage, yeah, to exercise patience with me. So
Mm-hmm.
because of the patience you've exercised so far, I will accept it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Tolani. I really am happy about this. And thank you for finally
Thank
accepting to
thank
speak to
you.
us.
And thank you for
Thank
not
you
giving
so
up
much.
on me.
Never, I don't give up on anybody.
Because at times I was like, on my neck, on my neck, on my neck. When again? Oh, okay, no problem. Let's do it this time around. Finally. Yeah,
I'm,
that's it.
I'm sorry for stressing you.
You
I'm
didn't
sure you
stress
have
me.
a new
In fact,
job.
at some point, I was feeling guilty that is it not for your own good? Is it not for your own social currency? Why are you getting this thing offer often? So, but now, I'm thanking you for giving me the opportunity to speak here and just to tell the world what I've done so far through God. Yeah, yeah. So I thank you for exercising patience to allow me to speak here, and I feel that people will gain one or two things for what I've said so far.
Yes, yes, definitely. All right. On this note, we've come to the end of this webinar. Nisaya Global Opportunities 2.0. Thank you so much,
Thank
everyone
you.
who tuned in. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
And if
thank
you
you so
still
much.
have more questions, send them over. I'll send it over to our Oga and we will respond to them.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Nisaya is going to be using the opportunity Mr. Tolani has given to us to empower one Nigerian student or youth to get a should I call it one-on-one? To get, yes, it's a one-on-one scholarship mentorship from Mr. Tonali himself, aka the scholarship guru. So congratulations to whoever that person is going to be, and we hope to see all of us succeed together. All right, good night, sleep
Thank you.
well, and
Thank
have
you.
a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.